안녕하세요. Master Marsh from the Virtuous Warrior Academy. And this evening, my three sons and myself are going to demonstrate to you the first three forms in our system. Sekyang Yobu, Sekyang Ibu, and Sekyang Sambu. So, if you're not familiar, the style of martial arts that we practice is called Tang Soo Do. The system that we practice is called the World Tang Soo Do Association. That is what we belong to, and that's the system that we follow. Those are the first three forms. So, at this school, I use the 4 steps of teaching. It's explain, demonstrate, imitate, and practice. So, right now I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen, and then hopefully we'll be able to demonstrate what I explained. We're going to go through the very first 3 forms. The thing we're going to work on, the thing we're going to be most conscious of, first is eliminating any excessive movements. So that's a very big concept. Part of eliminating excessive movements would be eliminating the rising up and down between stances. If you're going from a front stance to a fighting stance or a side stance, yes, there is a rising and falling. There's an intention behind that. But if you're going from a front stance to a front stance, again, you should be the same head height. Eliminating excessive movements. Sandpapering, where you scrape your feet around the ground. That's excessive movements. The opposite of that, what we want to also work on, is getting our head to look, getting our eyes to be focused on the direction that we're going. If we're going to go this way, we want to be looking that way, moving that way, and we want to be looking eye level. Doesn't matter if you're doing a low technique or a high technique, your eyes are always eye level. We're looking using that peripheral vision, but you're still focused eye level. So, excessive movements, we're going to work on also trying to use full range of motion, use proper technique, and weight transfer. When I'm training, that's what I'm really trying to work on myself, just eliminating and refining my forms. The Seikei forms you learn as a beginner, but they're not beginner forms. It just takes a long time, and they're a great place to start when you start to study them. Any questions? Any questions, Al? Good. So we're going to demonstrate each form once. Then we're going to loop back around, and I'm going to demonstrate the first 10 movements out of each form. Okay? At the end of this video, I'm also going to include some fitness and nutritional stuff you can work on. And I'm going to have my sons do it with me. I'm going to do some, we're just going to do some exercises. If anybody knows me, knows probably what those exercises are going to be. All right? All right, thank you. Hip. Roll. 준비. 세계여부.
세계여부, sir.
랍시. 시작. 세계의 이브 힘없이 시작. Take a half step forward. Sekiak sambu.
Sekiak sambu, sir.
Kimapshi. Yep. Hey!
Oi.
Hey!
Oi.
Up! Alright, so you've seen those three forms practice. We're a little bit shaky on them. Some of us, I was too. So again, I always tell my students, go ahead, film yourself practicing, watch it, pick it apart, examine it, see what you're doing. So I'm going to go home and do that with this. But I just wanted to demonstrate the forms, and I'm going to demonstrate the first 10 movements. We're going to talk about that. So eliminating excessive movements. So the very first movement, you're in this chumbi. We're going to talk about Sekiak Yobu, your first form. You're in this chumbi. Now, when I do my chumbi, I like to have my hands out in front. I actually like to press my hands together. So when I'm practicing, you refer back to some of my other videos on Yoshishik, Hoshin Soul, or basics. Whenever we're doing anything, I always like to have pressure or imagine there is pressure. And what I mean by that is externally. So there's internal, external. So I'm pushing here, that's external pressure. So now I know there's something coming to my left, so I look. Okay, once I look, I unweight my left leg. I'm going to use my waist to twist my upper body. I'm actually going to be turning on the ball of this foot. I'm getting that turn. It's not moving. It's moving. It's not stepping. So I'm turning on it. I'm going to take this leg, and I'm going to unweight it for a second. I'm going to weight it over there to that empty spot. I'm going to take this back side of my hip and try to drive it backwards. All this is happening. My left arm's coming up. My arms are crisscrossing, and I'm driving an elbow strike back. Again, as I'm twisting with my waist and my hips, my toes. It's synergistic. The whole thing is happening together. So you're looking. It's a drop, twist. It's dropping down, and energy is driving into that. Now again, there's pressure. Right? There's pressure there. I'm going to try to keep my weight driving this way. You just drive straight through the center. Now, something comes behind me, so I have to drive this leg underneath the body over there. It's a diagonal movement. So you're here, it comes back. It's a hook stance. You're coming and hooking. And you're here. It's hooked at the ball of that foot. This arm's already out. So when I rotate, I'm crossing the arms, driving that waist, driving that hip backwards on this side, driving this hip forward, crossing those arms. Again, it's straight, so my weight is not going up and down, coming in straight. That center punch. Something's coming to the front. I have 60 or 70% of my weight on this leg, so I have to bring my weight back to this leg, and I'm just shifting into that fighting stance. All I'm doing, shifting, nothing else, not stepping. What you see there sometimes is you'll see 2 or 3 foot movements prior to getting into that fighting stance. Same with the very first movement here. You'll see the left leg, or you'll see this right leg move before they get to that front stance. Just drops into that. So you're here, something's coming, you move. You move to assess the target, find out what's going on. Okay, excessive movement. From here, you'll see yourself practicing going, that's excessive movement prior to your front kick. my weight's already on my back leg, so all I have to do is shift. Shift to my front hip. Drive my knee up and do a front kick. Drive my knee up. Do a front kick. Drive my knee up. Do a front kick. Here, again, you're looking. That leg is stepping diagonal in that hook stance, and then you cross your arms, smashing down that low block. Eyes are here, focused that way. Going into Sekion Ibu, your second form, it is, these forms, there's a lot of concepts in it. So the first form, my energy is almost ascending, then leveling. It's very linear or downward this way. I'm sorry, descending. I said that wrong. Descending. That low block is descending, and then you're doing center punches. And you're doing front kicks. Sekion Ibu, it's ascending, ascending. You're coming here, you're looking, and it's the same movement, except for now you're opening. Still do that twist, but you're opening and doing that rising block. Your weight shift forward is the same because you're in another front stance, except for you're punching to the in-chunk, or filtrate. That's about where you're aiming. These two punching knuckles, I want my eyes to look right over top. From here, I look. I hook. This is dropping down, so you get that crisscross, and then it's, again, that rising block. Pressure. There's some reason why I did this. There is pressure. You hold that there as I step through, then you punch. If there is something there, grabbing it, pulling it down to the face. Same thing, I look, pull back to your fighting stance. From here, you do your side kicks. And again, no stepping. Drive your knee up into your chamber. Drive your knee up in your chamber. When you're doing a side kick, it's that synergy. You're coming up. Right. Coming right up through. Do that synergy. From here, look, step, hook, rising block. Again, we all need to work on this form. This is the form we learned in the beginning, but again, it's all those little details we want to look at. Ready, love? Good. Third one, Sekion Sambu. Okay? Now this one, for my Chumbi, I'm moving the fighting stance. So my weight, again, that weight is here. Instead of stepping in or letting it go into that opening, it just stays there. My weight is sitting and anchoring as you cross. You're crossing, looking, crossing. Now you're coming in, and there is a slight descension, but it's a center punch. Your weight is coming down and forward. Just slightly. From here, from my front stance, I look. This form, again, trying to learn, you have to come up a little. It's a little hook stance. And as I turn, I have to sit my weight on that back leg and get that cross and anchor that weight back and then come in, go to the center. If we look at Sekion Sambu, just this beginning, it kind of starts to talk to us about Pyong Chodan. If you look at Pyong Chodan, that weight shifting, right there you start to see glimpses. You'll see different parts of the form. From Sekion Sambu, that punch, you turn, you pull back, you come in, Toleo Chagi, around kick. Make sure you're turning this leg, hands are going forward, shoulder rotation, waist rotation, hip rotation, round kick. And again, all the forms are symmetrical, basically. What you do in the back is what you do in the front, and you do it going back one more time. If there's any questions on the form, any comments or anything out there, go ahead, let me know. I do have to work on them. Again, try to work on eliminating excessive movements, all right? Alright, so if you stayed tuned, you made it through the whole video. We're going to talk about, again, the fitness aspect of martial arts. So part of that, again, I talk about eliminating excessive movements. Part of that is just longevity. I'll be 42 pretty much about 2 months from today. I've been training for over 30 years. I spent 5 years on active duty, spent 12 years in the military total, 2 deployments. Fortunate enough, I don't have many aches and pains at my age. One of the reasons why is because I tried to look at techniques, and I tried to eliminate anything that was going to hurt me potentially. And when my peers seen it, said, you know, if you continue to do that, exercise that way, it'll lead to a higher chance of wearing out a certain joint. Like with squatting, bench pressing, different things like that. You have to sit there and look at what's the best technique. Look at, you know, why you're doing it. You know, if you're going to, you know, just an example of a technique, bench pressing. What's the reason behind your bench press? If you're going to want to build massive strength, that may not be the best thing to do. Especially for when you're doing a heavy bench press, you have a lot of weight in that shoulder joint area or shoulder pocket area. So again, and it's up to you. Everybody's different. I know lots of guys I lift with who lift heavy, do heavy benches, you know, don't have any shoulder problems. And then I know guys that do the same thing with any type of exercise. With running, we went on a nice long 5.27 mile run this morning. Along with running, again, it's about technique. When you're running for distance, like I told Isaac, and it's the same with sparring stuff, you want to be loose. So again, martial arts the same way. You want to have loose feet. You know, you want to be flexible. Same when your calves are tight, quads, hamstrings, your hips. I know when I started running this morning, my hips felt like I was an old man. Got about a half mile in it. They opened up, relaxed. Same with your hip flexors, your soleus muscles and stuff, your abdominal muscle, core muscles, lower back muscle, chest muscle. If everything's nice and loose and you're relaxed, you can run a lot. You can run a lot farther than you think. The same with sparring. Come on, under. Now, if me and him are sparring, I want to stay loose. And you'll see this, a lot of people don't have a sparring experience. It tense up. New students tense up. The same way in exercising and stuff. Martial arts is all the same thing. So tonight we're going to do 5 sets of 10 burpees. So I'm going to demonstrate each set. And then anybody at home wants you to follow along. And I'm going to show you right here from the beginning an alternative. 2 alternatives you can do to get better at burpees. I started doing burpees probably like 10 years ago. I do clips at 30 because I used to run 5Ks and 10Ks. And then that led to me doing obstacle course races. And then I was doing burpees to augment my training, to increase my cardiovascular in between lifting and doing pull-ups and stuff like that. I do sets of burpees and stuff. And then I quit doing them shortly when I opened up my karate school because just all my time. So it gave me a convenient excuse not to do burpees anymore. Now that we're quarantined, I can do burpees. So I love them. So at home, if you can't do burpees, it's something you can practice and you'll actually increase the burpees that you can do if you just do. So a nice, simple burpee you can do. Okay, I'll demonstrate a burpee. A burpee is just you're standing. This is like the level 1 basic burpee. You're squatting down, jumping back, jumping up, and standing up. That's a basic burpee. Okay, that is it. Now, if you have trouble just with that or any of the movements of it, you can just break it down even farther. So again, you don't have to squat fast. Just put your hands down. You can do one leg back, one leg back, one leg up, and stand up. If you guys get tired during this exercises, just do that. Keep yourself moving. Keep your heart rate up. Get the cardio going, okay? So we're going to do 10 basic burpees. Does everybody understand what those are? If you can't do that, just do something, all right? So we're going to go together, okay? Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Relax for a few seconds. So next thing we're going to work on is going to be a burpee with a push-up. So, everybody understand? We're going to do a good push-up. Come on. So, on our YouTube channel, we have a lot of videos that do push-ups. So, when you do push-ups, you want your fingertips to the height of your shoulder. You want your elbow in line with your thoracic spine area. So, it's almost like a trapezoid going this way. So, I don't want my elbows tucked in. I don't want my elbows flared out. I want it here. I want to keep my shoulders drove down. Put myself in a nice, strong structure to do push-ups. And again, push-ups are one of those things. Some people like to do it a certain way. They like their arms a certain spot. Find out what works best for you, okay? Concept is just push yourself off the ground. Is everybody ready for 10 push-up burpees?
Yes, sir.
Good. And begin. 1, 2, do your own speed, buddy. It's alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wherever you guys don't like stop and go ahead and move on. Good job though, okay? So again, the next burpee we're going to do is called a Navy SEAL. Okay? A lot of this stuff, you can find a lot of variations of burpees online. So I'm going to show you the next one. So the variation is we're going to drop, do a push-up, you do basically sort of like a 2-count mountain climber. Bring your left knee up, right knee up, it goes back. You do an additional push-up, and then you finish your burpee the same way. Quick demonstration. Again, you drop, kick back, push up. It's 1, 2, up, down, 1. Not too crazy. But again, keeping it in your mind. Drop, do push up, knee, push up, stand. Again, work at your own pace. Alright, again, everybody at home, try to keep up with me, an old man. Alright? Yeah. Stay relaxed. Stay relaxed. And you'll get through it, okay? Move back a little bit, Eli. Alright, are we ready? Stay loose. Goose. And begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Whew. Good. Huh? Good. Alright. Get your breath. Relax. Good. Ironically, the month of April has 30 days, so I set a goal for myself to do 3,000 burpees. So that's 100 a day, and I've been able to accomplish more than that. So that'd be something good. Let's do clips of 5 burpees every hour. If you can do that for every other hour, you'll see your endurance jack up real fast. It's that greasing the groove talked about before, that Russian system. You know, work 70%, relax. Work up to 70%, relax. Okay? Are we ready to move on? Yes, sir. Good. The next burpee is going to be, I don't know the name of it. Basically, you're doing what's called a Spider-Man push-up. You're going to do 2 of those, then it follows the same format. So, it's better for me to go this way to demonstrate so you can see. I'm going to do one more burpee than everybody else. I'm the demonstrator.
What?
Yes, sir.
You have to demonstrate one more. So why didn't you just do 9? Oh, wait.
Nah, do 10. So watch me again. So again, you're going to squat down, kick back, bring up your left knee to your left elbow, go up and down, right knee, right elbow, up and down, jump up, stand. There we have it.
So basically the same thing as the last one, only in a different order.
Your knees are going to your outside as you push. Instead of knee.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, but you're still doing 2 knees and 2 push-ups.
Yes. So again, if you're looking at that, and you look at a lot of other burpees, a lot of it is not only working on your anaerobic system, it's also working on flexibility. If you push yourself through the range of motion, you'll do that. And again, I'm going to do, this will be our 4th set. I want to do 5. I'm going to demonstrate another burpee at the end of this. So we'll do like 6 different types of burpees, but we're not going to do 60 today. Everybody ready to exercise?
Yes, sir.
10. Call it the Spider-Man burpee. I don't know any other day. Ready? Begin. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, yeah. Get some. 6. 7. Let's go back. 8. 9. 10. Woo! That wasn't bad. Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a peanut. Alright?
I only got into 2.5.
That's good though. We got one more set of 10. We're going to go back to the standard burpee that we were doing on the way up. You're going to do a jumping jack. Okay? All right. Ready for a demonstration? You're going to drop, kick back, down, up, up. From here, I like to come up. So as you're on your way up, you're jumping out. And then right back to your starting squat. Okay?
Down, back, push up, back, go,
Yeah. So again, work at your own pace. Okay? I want you to work it the entire time. But again, just work at your own pace. The more you do this, just like running or push-ups or karate, the better you get at it. Not easier. If it's getting easier, then you're doing something wrong. You have to start incorporating something in your training to make it more difficult. You can't say it's getting easier. If you're going out on a run, and your run is easy, then you either need to pick up the pace, or you need to run farther, or put some more hills into it. Okay? Same with anything. It's getting easy, you're going backwards in your training. It needs to have something in it. Everybody understand? Alright, so let's exercise the burpee. Move back a little bit, Eli. The burpee, jumping jack, our last 10 reps. Is everybody ready to exercise?
Yes, sir.
Let's get something in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Eli, beat me. 10. Alright. So to finish this up, I'm going to show 2 things. With the burpee, another thing you do to work on flexibility and stuff is sitting in the squat for a long period of time helps open up your hips. About like 10 minutes. So, just a quick demonstration of some stuff. So you're here. This is why you can do burpees this way. You can squat and put your hands. You can stay there for a little bit, and you can actually jump back. If you want, work on some of that flexibility, stretch your hips. When I come up, I'm going to really bring my feet up and get into a nice squat. And you can sit here a little bit. Then again, try to squeeze. Squeeze. Get that chest up. 1. Allow yourself to go down. Straight back. Again, you can sit there working on hip flexibility. Shoulder mobility. Work that. Squat, squeeze. Come up. It's a slower paced squat, but if you ever done Tai Chi, Tai Chi done slow, it works your muscles a lot. Again, alright, same principle, going real nice and slow. If you can get a good range of motion on those, another good thing to do is called a Hindu squat. Or a Buddha squat, I don't know which one. So, basically your arms are going this way. I'm going to put the back of my hands on the ground. As I squat, 1, 2, 3, 4. You always do this sissy squat. Do about 100 of those, alright?
Right
No.
now?
Just exercises you can do. Okay? Good job, guys. Hip. Roll. To me. Second elbow.
Second elbow, sir.
Grab sheet. Jump. 세계의
세계의 벌써
힘없이
맙시
시작! 헤이!
헤이! 헤이!
Up! We got step forward. 세계의 선부
세계의 선배, sir.
힘없이